Welcome back, Spicy Disasters. Welcome to the Film Nerd Book Club. We've got me, Jess. We've got Evie, Sonja, and Meeks. And of course, we've got the voice of God, which is also known as Josh, I guess, sometimes. And we've got
Who's that?
3 days later.
Welcome back, Spicy Disasters. We're here with another Film Nerd Book Club. We've got me, Jess. We've got Sonja. Maybe if I can do the pointing right. We got Mika.
I got ahead of myself. This week we are reading Act 2 or discussing Act 2 of If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I'm so sorry, I got drunk there with you. with waving around the book.
Okay, and so Act 2, the prologue, it brings us back to the present. It's actually right when Oliver is getting out of prison, finally. And then Philippa picks him up. Fun part.
Yeah, she does.
She brings him back to Delagar School. And over there at the refectory? I can't speak today. He meets up with Detective Colborne to start telling the real story or what really happened 10 years prior. And they just sit down and start talking and having coffee. And then scene 1, we jump back 10 years before.
Back into the drama,
Back
right?
into the drama. So, EB, do you want to take it away with scene 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So we come back a few nights after what happened at the end of Act 1. There seems to be a lot of conflict between Richard and everyone else, to the point where this act, we actually get to see Richard become a much more abusive and toxic player in this cast of characters.
Dick.
Good word. Toxic was way better because, I feel like we've used Dick a lot to explain him, but toxic's good.
He's a douche. He's a massive douche. Start the douche counter, please. So, Sir Douche, what do we find out?
No, we're only doing the puñeta counter.
That's my personal counter.
Yes,
So,
puñeta.
Richard and Meredith are not currently together. Well, they're having a separation after what happened at the lake. We find out a few things during the rehearsals and dress rehearsals leading up to the premiere of Caesar. Richard has been specifically abusive towards James on stage during the blocking for the assassination of Caesar. He's pretty much crushing his arms during that whole scene, and he confesses that to Oliver. Oliver, throughout this act, you see a lot of he starts to get a little bit more, not aggressive, that's the wrong word, but you can see that he's not the kind of person who's going to let this kind of thing go on. He gets very angry for James.
Protective.
He does get very angry and protective, and he kind of steps into that, or at least we hear more of his thought process on it. However, I do feel like every time he also has to somehow keep it in his mind that he stands no chance physically against Richard. And I think that's what adds to his frustration even more.
So a few different things happen. Another dress rehearsal after that, when that was James admits that to Oliver. Richard completely goes apeshit and pretty much during his scene with Meredith on stage completely just pushes, aggressively holds onto her and lunges her pretty much across the stage. And Tameca feels like she needs to say something.
Nope. Just the text on mine. That's totally Act 3, Jess. The homo subtext is not in Act 2.
We're not even there yet, guys.
We're not even there yet.
Gosh, Jess. Okay, the whole book, yes. Act 1, all the acts so far has some homo subtext, but
That's it. Yes, yes.
I would say Act 3 is
I
super
wonder
heavy in
where it
homo
will go.
subtext. I just wanted that to be known, sorry.
So back to Sir Douche. So literally completely fucks up Meredith on stage, pisses everybody off by that. Alexander finds out also. That comes till later. Hold up a second. I'm skipping.
No, yeah. There was nights after on opening night. Yeah, so on opening night during the assassination,
we did forget one very important thing actually. That after Richard storms off and is told to
on the dress rehearsal.
Oh, actually, he stayed on stage. Everyone else left. I forgot. Gwendolyn gave everyone a 15.
Yes, yes.
And now everyone is pissed off at Richard, understandably. And later on, Oliver, while getting changed after rehearsal, gets a little visit from Meredith. And there's always been they've always hinted that there's a little bit of a thing between them. I don't know. I wouldn't know if Oliver reciprocates it enough before in the past, doesn't really say anything, but he does kind of have a like to her. And
kinda.
I mean, she is the most gorgeous. She's like the embodiment of beauty, according to them.
All right, she's hot. He's got the hot.
Yeah,
I
like
think
she's hot and
more
sexy.
I don't blame Oliver for doing.
I mean, I think anybody would. Come on now, guys.
Anyway, Meredith tries to seduce Oliver. Oliver says, "Fuck no," because Richard is a behemoth and will break him like a twig.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be a punching bag.
So even if he wants to, he still says no. But he says no in such a
in the wrong way.
In the wrong way that you can tell it definitely.
Which, don't they all?
Hits her the wrong. It definitely hits her hard. So,
that was the juicy part before it really went down. That was just rehearsal. The night before.
Yeah, it's all dress rehearsal. Everything is going to shit right before the performance. Now, when we get to the performance, however, I think Sonja wants to take over for this.
I can. Okay, so opening night comes along, and during the assassination scene, of course, blocking apparently always goes out the window when they're performing. And
because of Richard. It's not blocking just goes out the window. It's because he's off the rails, and that's why all the blocking is going out. So it's like they don't know what to prepare for because he's a dick.
He is
exactly a douche.
Being the biggest of douches right now. He does not care about the group. He doesn't care about anyone else but himself on that stage. And he will take it out on just about anyone, as you will see. Well, sorry. As you will see, come back onto him.
Sonji. Evie, let the girl speak, bro.
So opening night, assassination scene's going on, and when Oliver exits the stage, he is like with this horrible pain, and James is holding him. Alexander comes along, and they're like, "What the hell's going on?" He's like, "He just elbowed me in my ear, like it's just pounding, like he's in so much pain." That's when then James shows Alexander his bruises. So now Alexander's like, hell no, we're gonna sucker punch this guy, because individually we're not gonna throw him down, but all three of us, we have a fair chance. So that's when like they all made that pact. End of that night, everything went fine, and then comes I believe then after that is when the last night comes, and that's when it really, really gets messed up.
Intense.
Yes. So last night of the performance, the ones. Let me look at my notes because I got like everything messed up here. Okay, so you guys can take it away if you want to like jump in. Go for it.
So
Go
for that
for it.
final performance, between James, Oliver, Alexander, is Philippa involved at the end?
She's not.
She's
She
just part
got.
of the scene, but
She
she got.
just happened to get in
She
it.
gets
Well, she gets
She
hurt.
gets-
She gets pushed.
Yeah,
gets
but
pushed.
she
Yeah,
wasn't a
wasn't
part of it.
Alright. So between the three of them, they have a plan to do their own blocking for the assassination of Caesar, and they just chaotically just jump him on stage for the assassination.
Wow! You just
The
assassinated the shit out of that word.
The
God.
assassination scene.
What?
It is. You can say it, puñeta.
Thank you.
Adobo.
Okay, let's try it
Anywho.
one more time.
So, during the assassination scene,
Boom! Nailed it.
the three of them decide to fuck all blocking and just completely just jump him.
And
they
that's
go-
when
they're
Philippa
pulling-
gets.
They're putting on his hair. They're grabbing his neck. They're doing the assassination scene, but at this point, they might as well have just like all right there on stage. So, and of course, Richard, the behemoth that the douche be, starts to fight a little bit back. Philippa gets pushed to all hell and gets hurt herself. And they're still going at it, making Richard look a little bit kind of like a fool. No one in the theater, no one in the audience takes it anything more than just that's the act. But you can tell that Richard is not too happy about how that all went down.
To say the least.
Mm-hmm.
So So after that, there was the after party, which
The
Sonji,
rap.
the rap party, which
The
Sonji
rap party.
will describe to you in the juiciest of details.
I mean, I'll try.
She'll try.
But
You
okay,
got it.
So, James, Oliver, and Alexander start walking back to the castle, or at least that's what they said. Oh, so, okay, wait, parentheses. I want to say something about location. So, the location that we had talked previous act was established in a university, art university in Illinois. I actually looked up to see if it was a real university. And fun fact, it's actually based off of different locations in North Carolina. So we can actually visit like the different, like the castle where they were living and all that, and the lakes. And yeah, so that was pretty cool. Going back to the book, the after party. So yeah, there's a party going on in the castle. There's kegs everywhere. They have like their secret stash. They're drinking scotch and soda. They're partying. And everything is calmed down. Richard is like, I actually said it in Spanish. Richard.
I didn't even notice. Oh my God, do I speak Spanish? I didn't even notice. I heard it as Richard.
And Richard, he was actually hiding in his room and he was drinking, so he was getting like wasted.
Which is the worst kind of wasted to get is when you're alone
And angry.
with
Alone and
scotch
angry. With scotch.
and upset. Yeah.
Yeah. So of course, apparently he thought that it was a good idea to get drunk. So he's getting drunk and they had a blast. And then outside in the garden, it was Oliver with James and they're just talking, they're chilling. It's about to hit midnight. Out of nowhere, they hear screams.
One important little detail though.
Ooh,
Meredith.
in the garden, Meredith.
So that comes back
Like
later.
four
So
people.
Yes. She was looking hot, like her dress and her high heels, and she was in the garden just talking.
You
to
know, aside
flowers.
from when she looks like pure garbage any other time.
Yes, because she seems to just radiate pure garbage in this
like a
world.
hobo.
Like she does not look. She's not described as just being perfection incarnate, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
She
decided to actually shower today.
Wow.
She actually
it was a
tried,
shower day.
just like
So
I
anyway-
would.
Because
So
it's like
so-
getting to the juicy part, I have to like have candy in my mouth.
You just need something in your mouth.
do you find it's important for you to have something in your mouth during these times of discussion?
It's because it's getting intense. It's getting intense, guys.
Or it's getting juicy?
Okay, so Meredith is just having her margarita, right? Margarita was
Martini.
it? Martini.
Martini.
Not even the same.
Margarita.
It's okay. So
Girl,
she was having
If you
her.
put olives in a
She's from
margarita,
New
you
York.
can't be friends.
No.
So
I only remembered the M. It was one of the two.
Some M drink, you know.
man. We're
Again?
margaritas. We're not martinis. She's martini.
Oh, okay, we're the margaritas. Got it.
Yeah.
Now
I'm a martini,
I'll
come
remember
on.
that.
I hate margaritas. I'm sorry.
What?
I can't.
Oh.
I can't do tequila. Tequila to me is just not a good
I
thing.
can only do tequila.
Well,
When I have
that's
vodka,
a
I'm
personal
mean as
problem.
fuck. I probably turn into Richard when I have vodka. I
Actually,
get like really insulty.
Tequila makes me spill all my secrets, so no tequila
Yeah.
for me.
Does
Tequila
it?
just makes me like
Hmm.
more Tameca. I become like capital T, capital A, capital M-E-C-A. Vodka. I
Stay
go
tuned for the
IKA.
first drunken stream.
Well,
So, Meredith, who's Meredith talking to, Sonji?
she's talking to this random guy that no one knows. He's a
Like a
cellist.
year?
He's like a third. Yeah, he's like a third-year cellist. You know,
Mhm.
pobrecito, does not know what he was getting into.
Yeah, he was just, chatting it up with her, just hanging out.
Everything
Shooting
seems
his
fine
shot.
and dandy. Everyone's
Shooting a shot.
he was shooting his shot. Well, someone else is gonna shoot his shot in a little bit. Sonji, please tell us what
Oh,
happened.
his shot got
That-
shoot.
That's when we jump into, fast forward, maybe a couple hours later?
No, not a couple of hours later.
Something
Well,
like that.
eventually everyone, Meredith and her cellist move indoors, and then Oliver's out there lying in the grass. James comes in, they talk, they're having a moment, I guess. And all of a sudden,
That's that homo
Bam.
subject.
crash.
Okay, he talks to Ren first.
Talks to Ren first. Oh, that's right. He has a conversation with Ren first, in which Ren is portrayed more as the relationship there gets explored more. How Oliver, everyone's kind of like a bigger sibling to Ren.
Yeah.
Ren is truly like the much more innocent of the entire group,
The baby.
the baby, and
Like Jess. Except she's not innocent though.
Wow.
But she is the baby.
The
She's
baby
the
of the
bit-
group.
she's the baby of the group.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not
I was
innocent.
the innocent one for a while. In college, I was
you?
yeah, at first. Yes. I
Were you?
No, nobody. Absolutely not.
was. Am I remembering
Absolutely
it
not.
wrong?
Yes, yes, you are.
This much. This much.
Okay, that's
I don't
fine.
think no one here was innocent. Let's be honest.
I mean, I was innocent. I'm always innocent.
Well,
Okay.
yes.
That's the biggest load of shit I've ever heard in my life. So innocent in my ass.
No, okay, so truth be told, Joshy was the innocent one.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Hands
Actually,
down.
yeah, I would say Josh was the innocent one for sure.
Yes.
The voice of
And then I
God,
was-
we just...
Oh my god, I do have oh my god, you guys are so right. I have a track record.
So I do what I do.
So, after party starts, they all go back to the castle, which is where they lived. Fun fact, location was not actually in Illinois. It's different places around North Carolina, which is really cool. And so going back to the book, they go into the party. Meredith is talking to this cellist in the garden while she has her martini. And Just making sure I got it right.
Got it right. Congratulations. Wait, what do you mean got it right? Did you get it wrong?
I confused it earlier with margarita, so
I don't know what you're talking about. What happened earlier? So anyway.
Oh, whatever, Eves, whatever.
Yeah, we never discussed what personality traits are brought out with what alcohol.
At all. Or who remembers
Came up.
we
don't go on tangents.
Wait, no.
So anyway, like Sonja was saying, so eventually everyone leaves the garden and goes back into the castle.
Yes, that's when. Oliver, wait. That's before they all leave. That's when Ren bumps into Oliver and they're talking. That's when she confesses that like Meredith and Richard are separated. It was her idea. He's not happy about that. So that like keeps adding on to how.
So she had tequila and she was spilling all the secrets.
She did. Oh my gosh. She was like, yes.
Oh my gosh. So Ren is Jess.
Ren is Jess.
We got our Ren.
I guess so.
Except not innocent.
Except I'm not blonde.
Or innocent.
Well, we can change it.
I mean, are we really?
You have an inner blonde. Everyone has an inner blonde.
Hey, I don't have an inner blonde. I was raised by blondes. That's my excuse.
Oh, there you go.
That's an interesting outlook. Yeah. That's fair.
So
I was 100% raised by brunettes.
Ren is letting all the secrets spill out to Oliver.
Yes. And then everyone starts leaving, just like Evie established. Everyone starts leaving the garden, and then Oliver decides to just, hang out and just enjoy the time, and then
crash.
Oliver, and then yes.
That was a good sound effect, Evie.
I know. I was waiting to smack something.
You smacked nothing. Smash.
Smash. Okay. So yes, there's a crash, there's a scream, and James and Oliver.
Wait! I didn't hear the scream. Can you repeat the scream?
I'm not going to scream.
I'm confused. I don't remember. Can you be more specific? What happened?
So there was a crash, and then there was a scream. Ah! And so.
Wow. That's not how I imagined it. I somehow managed to imagine a more like manly scream.
If I scream any louder, I'm gonna wake up a whole bunch of old Cubans that are gonna come in here and kick my ass. So
it's okay. It's okay.
That's the scream you're gonna get for now. Catch me later.
As long as I get a scream, baby.
So James,
crash, yell, shit's going down.
James and Oliver rush into the castle. They go towards the kitchen.
Yes, that's assassination.
Towards the kitchen where there is a large group. And as they push themselves through the group, who do we find?
Fucking Richard.
Richard. The poor little cellist just on the ground with blood coming through
trying to shoot his shot.
And because he tried to shoot his shot, Richard came down and sucker punched him straight in the nose. That's not a nose. That's a nose. The nose.
You can't sucker punch someone straight in the nose.
Jess would know. She's all about the sucker punches.
See? Not innocent.
She's like, no, if you're going to sucker punch somebody, they can't see it coming.
Yeah. Not straight in the nose.
No, but it is. Yeah.
I don't think he saw it coming.
I don't think he saw it coming, but he did get punched in the face. I'm pretty sure he was looking at Meredith and not looking at the fist coming towards his face.
Correct. Yes.
Because you really can miss a giant douche of that caliber coming straight at you. Just.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He's like 6'3", so yeah. He can't hide. He's like the tallest one there. And then of course Meredith and Ren are pushing Richard away. Like, what are you doing? Screaming at him and this whole thing going on. And of course it starts getting intense between Meredith and Richard.
Yeah, just
Intense,
them.
also violent.
Yes.
Which
Yep.
it just skyrocket. Whoop, sorry. I just like went full Evie. What the hell?
Don't let that be a thing.
I wanted to say skyrocket, and I was coming out Richard or something. I don't know what was happening.
Everything at the same time.
He skyrockets into like major like asshole category when you start getting violent with like your girlfriend or your ex-girlfriend, or I mean like any woman in general, but also just like the fact that he was just getting physical with anybody coming at him was just like,
yeah,
it's happening. Shit's going down.
Shit is going down.
That's stuff you don't come back from once you start making moves like that.
Yeah, no, and it got to the point where I went like full blank there. That
you
Oliver,
went full Evie?
No, don't make this a thing. Don't make this a thing.
You're all the things.
I refuse to make this a thing.
You're everything, Evie.
Puñeta. Sorry.
It wasn't. It got to the point where like Oliver went to like grab Meredith to like pull her away, but then Richard had her hair in his hand and she was in pain. And then Alexander and James are trying to push Richard away from her.
Was that before or after the backhand?
That was before. And
no,
then
that was because that's why she backhanded him.
Yeah,
because of the hair, right?
Yeah,
okay.
when
either that or because of the chin thing. When he grabbed her chin.
No,
it was all a blur. Honestly.
Either way. Okay.
Shit
Richard
happened.
threatened Oliver. Richard grabbed Meredith by the wrist, called her a slut, then grabbed her chin. She backhands Richard. Richard got pissed, cursed, and went towards Meredith. That's when James and Alexander crashed into him. Oliver grabs Meredith. He's pulling her hair. Oliver was the one who pulled her away, but it was at such a force that he fell backwards towards Philippa, and then the Richard, Alex, and James just went towards the cabinets, and then that's when she stands up, brushed herself, and was like, "Nope, fuck this, I'm out." She walks away. That's when Oliver decides to then follow her.
And that was our NFL playback, brought to you by Sonja. So if we can get the little animations and the little X's and the circles that go everywhere, that'd be great.
Oh, that would have been little stick figures. Oh, that would have been awesome.
And you're like, and this is where he grabs her hair.
I want to go
and
back
this is
to
where...
the backhand though, because the backhand was described kind of wow. Those are better notes than me. I have to wow.
Anyway. I separated them by scene.
Hey Jess, where are your notes? I don't have any.
My notes were in this little notebook, and it was just like this one page at first.
Not
and then,
just hair on this head, my friend.
And then it went nowhere. But Meredith's backhand was my favorite part, just because it was described so epically. Because compared to how the stage backhand is I see it.
I see it.
It's just the way it's described in the book compared to their on-stage backhand. She fucked him up.
Full on force.
It was full on anime style, zoom. A little sound effect there.
Your sound effects are not the best. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, Evie, only because I care about you so much.
Do I look like a soundboard?
You haven't been the best.
Okay, so.
I love you, Evie.
Lies and a half. Lies and a half.
I hurt you because I love you.
That's what abusers say. That's what Richard says.
Oh no, let's not know. Tameca, please don't be a
Hey, wait, no. It was already established I was the Philippa of the group.
Now with that attitude.
That was a joke. That's what they call chiste, right?
Yes. Oh, good job. Good job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Un
Es un
chiste.
chiste.
Un chiste, puñeta.
Un chiste, puñeta.
You know, I don't need two Spanish speakers yelling at me, calling me puñeta at once.
Well, I'm only half.
You only have.
Ouch, Josh.
Okay. let me rephrase that. One Spanish speaker and one Spanish speaker in training.
Hey, I'm a half a Spanish speaker. Give me my
Trainee.
credit.
No, Mika, if anybody, I'm
Trainer.
a half Spanish speaker. You're
No.
Trainer, trainee.
So fucked up, you guys. I eat way more tortillas than Jess. I know this for a fact. I have tamales yearly.
Mika, you know I like the tacos.
Yeah, you do like the tacos. That's fair.
Wow.
Sorry, before we go off the rails again. It's
All right.
reel it back.
Reel this back. But it goes in theme with what happens next on the staircase.
It is.
Right, Sonja?
It is. Oh,
The whole
yes.
conversation happens. Oliver follows Meredith.
Speaking of
to the-
tacos, Oliver's about to get some taco. A supreme, if you will. A taco supreme.
So,
Yeah, there's
It's
the
authentic.
authentic taco. I don't want to be the Richard of the group. Richard's not funny. I'm funny.
Okay, guys, going back to the book. Evie, what
Going back
happens?
to the tacos.
Oliver, our lead, follows the damsel up the stairs and encounters her. So, Oliver follows her up the stairs, stops her, starts to talk to her. I don't actually remember everything they were talking about.
No.
Oliver pretty much stops her to comfort her, and then what didn't happen in the dressing room was brought up, and their unrequited feelings, and eventually Meredith, I forgot who grabs who. I think it was Meredith.
Well,
who
it was
grabs...
I just want to help, and she was like, "Oh, do you? Prove it."
Exactly. That's what he said. He says,
Chicken
"I
or
just wanna
brave?"
help."
Is it? Yup.
And
Chicken or brave, right there.
And that leads on to a kiss, and a very hot, passionate kiss. And some little first year, second year dweeb walks to the stairs. sees-
Dweeb. Oh.
Well, he was there drinking, but since he was a first year, no one saw him because he's just whoever.
So he walked in, sees it, was like, "Oh shit!"
Let
Oh,
me go
shit.
announce it to the whole
Go-
party.
Announce the whole party. And soon Meredith grabs Oliver and rushes him into her bedroom, in
And I
which
laughed
the, and
To unwrap the taco.
Feed him tacos.
I think it's more they had a sausage taco type of thing.
yeah, terrible.
He helped make the taco.
Can we stop calling it a taco?
Jess started it. Listen, I'm just trying to be inclusive and supportive of my friend's lifestyle. Okay, that's all I'm trying to do.
She's also Mexican.
She's supportive. She's supportive of my lifestyle. She doesn't judge me for my lifestyle.
I mean, we don't judge you. We just
You guys judge a little bit. Jess doesn't.
I don't.
Maybe make
Every time,
no.
every time I see a taco,
And
I'm
now
just
Abiel,
reminded of
he judges
sexual
me.
anyway. So
Oh my gosh. Okay, so
in the bedroom, they get down and dirty. You know,
Tacos are messy, man.
and yep. And then who tries to interrupt them? Richard trying to break down the door, yelling, "I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill both of you. Not all of you. Just both.
to no avail because they're still at it while he's yelling through the door. They are not stopping.
Which is kudos to them. I don't know about you guys, but that would be kind of distracting.
Which is kind of awesome.
That's where you're gonna have to.
That is like awesomely petty, and I love it because it's the biggest fuck you is just you pounding on the door while she's getting
biggest
pounded.
Fuck you is to fuck her. Yeah, I would say so.
Yes.
You
but
know?
the non-stopping, the not getting distracted part,
True
like
that.
she really
Just
wanted
to piss
it.
you off, I'm gonna finish.
That's the ultimate fuck you right there.
Yeah, it really is. True that.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna do it twice. God damn it.
But then
the morning after.
No, just a few hours later.
Yeah, it was still middle of the night.
Just like
a few hours later.
A few hours later.
He got thirsty. That's when like a few hours later they're laying in bed. Oliver then gets like really thirsty and he just wants to go and get some water, and of course he's
after that.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
I mean, exercise, dehydrated, like you got to drink something.
A lot of heavy breathing. Yeah.
Yes, and sweating, like
dry mouth.
Yes. So you're welcome.
Just in case anybody watching is curious as to what goes down when things go down. That's pretty much it. You need water afterwards.
You need to stay hydrated, okay, guys?
Yes.
Just stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated, folks. It's very important.
That's when he then like slowly peeks out of the room, like there's no one there. Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. The bathroom door is unlocked. He goes in and finds Jay.
Homo subtext.
Little banner. Homo subtext.
It's all over this book.
It is. So then James is naked because he's been sick and puking his gut out because of alcohol.
So he says.
That's what I'm saying.
He says that he got sick. I don't believe it.
I mean,
he was the only one functioning and awake.
All of a sudden now he can't hold his liquor.
Night.
Yeah. I mean, if you puke, you get like you forget that you were drunk because you literally just puked it all out. Now you're not drunk, so maybe he was not drunk at that point.
Yeah, I don't believe that he puked.
Well, he had something in his teeth.
Regardless, he was showering and naked.
Yes.
And Oliver
just stared. And it was just staring at the gorgeous curves.
Okay, we're not really describing what happened in the bathroom. So that's still
so just like the dangerous, beautiful curves and the way that the shower glistened down his body.
The stream going back behind his shoulder blades.
Yes.
That was exactly how you.
And Oliver's like, I've never been so aware of water before. It's so wet. My God. I didn't even realize it was so wet like that.
Just to make sure that's exactly how you read it in the book. That's
how I read it. I was like,
that is not how I read it at all.
Noticing water all of a sudden, Oliver? Goddamn. Let the boy shower.
That's on the spot. Like, good job. Yes. Oh my gosh.
So,
there was homo subtext. Oh, sex.
No, there's no homo sex yet, as far as we know.
Yet. I'm hoping for Act 5. I don't know.
Let's see. We still have 3 more acts. 3 more.
There's only 5 acts.
Yeah. So we're in 2. We're missing 3 more.
Experience play 5 acts.
Okay, so after that.
Oh my God, Evie, we get it. You like Shakespeare.
I'm sorry. I just give one piece of info, and all of a sudden I'm a Shakespearean scholar.
So easy to mess with. I'm so sorry. I love you so much.
So, anyway, just a rundown of what was actually spoken about in the bathroom. It wasn't just Oliver oogling.
It wasn't just a shower.
Just a quick, TRDR. Oliver walks in to get a glass
Wait,
of water.
what?
TLDR. Too long, didn't read.
Oh, yes. Wow, that went way over my head. I don't spend a lot of time in chat rooms.
Oh.
I don't remember typing that one.
Anyway, Oliver walks to the bathroom. James is there. Oliver's like, huh, James. James is like, huh, Oliver. And so James is naked on the toilet. He's puke. Was that on the toilet? He's next to the toilet. He's puking his ass off. And
Off.
Oliver walks in to get a glass of water. James heads into the shower to wash it off. And they start discussing about Oliver's little affair with Meredith, in which James is some here will say he came off disappointed. I say he came off more worried because he's fucking with Meredith when
I think it was
Richard
both.
And it could be both. So, and they did in fact have kind of like a little moment during that conversation where Oliver gets a little annoyed that James makes it insinuates that maybe it's just a one-time fling with Meredith, even though Oliver does have feelings for Meredith, and they kind of have a little moment on the way out where they almost.
I'm so sorry, Evie, but insults are us. Tameca, yes.
I don't know what you're insinuating by spends time in chat rooms.
You insinuated yourself. And also, I really am nicer than I come across on camera, I think.
This is just her camera persona.
None of us are nice here. None of us are nice.
Are you?
I'm sorry, Evie.
Lizen, you love you. Anyway.
So sorry. Go for it.
Oh, goodness.
So they have a moment. One of them drops something. They bend down to grab it. They almost
I
get
saw
hit,
that, Jess.
and they look at each other. They have a moment. Anyway, so Oliver skedaddles back into Meredith's room, hops back into bed, and falls asleep again. Until a few hours later, it's Philippa at the door.
That was a good. Who did that? That was
me.
really good.
The soundboard. Did.
Finally, Evie.
The soundboard.
I have my moments. Let me get there. So,
Good job.
It's Philippa. Philippa sounds incredibly serious, calling for Oliver to wake up and to come outside to get dressed, to bring Meredith along up to the side of the lake. And the tone changes completely by now in the book. Mm-hmm. It's super serious. Something is definitely wrong. Something has happened. And so Oliver and Meredith make their way to the lake. And they see the rest of their friends gather together by the shore. And they're looking at something.
They're actually on the dock.
On the dock?
Yes, they're standing on the dock. And it's just moonlight out there, and they're all frozen. They're walking towards them, and they're like, guys, what's going on, guys?
Well, it's not moonlight. It's the morning, but it's not.
No,
dawn.
the light. Yeah, the sun has not come out.
Yeah, the sun has not come out. The stars are gone. It's still dark. It's literally twilight. It's right before dawn.
Yeah.
And so, like she said, they're asking what's going on. What are you looking at? And as they look further onto the water, they see some sort of object floating in the lake. And
Sonja's gonna read the exact.
I'm going to yes, because it was yes.
I read that look on her face, and she was like, "I got it all."
Yes,
page 17 of notes.
I got it. Look right there. Okay, so Richard was floating on his back, neck twisted unnaturally, mouth gaping. My English and my Spanish is coming out. I'm sorry. Face frozen in a Greek mask of agony. Blood crawled dark and sticky across his face from the crush of tissue and bone that used to be an eye socket. A cheekbone now cracked and broken open like an eggshell. So they're just staring at this body, like just floating. They're like, what the hell's going on? Mangled. They don't understand. And what happens? There is a soft groan Richard stretched one hand feebly toward them, and the whole world lurched. In Act 2, finishes with them thinking, what the hell's going on? Is he alive? Is he dead? Is he what?
Well, clearly
Well,
he's
they end
alive.
when he's alive because he just reached for them and
to finish
thrown
that
them.
off,
Well, yeah, that's when Ren
Ren
yelled.
screams, James grabs Oliver's arm, and all of a sudden you hear Richard go, "Oh, God!" And everyone's
Good job,
fine.
Evie.
Just like that.
Still
Just
alive.
like that.
So
Yeah.
Richard, who we all thought would die, who probably will die, is somehow still alive. The douchebag is still breathing. Son of a bitch. Not for long.
It's just
hopefully.
like in a horror movie, though, when you think the killer's dead and then they just don't die. That's why I don't watch horror movies.
Now here's the thing, though. There's
Double tap.
still a chance that
Double
Richard,
tap. Yes.
there's still a chance that Richard doesn't in fact die because he's clearly still alive. Unless some people here have already read ahead and know things.
Most of us have read ahead. Thank you. I'm not alone.
You're the only one who's not with it, Evie.
Well, shit.
It's okay. It's
But
okay.
It's
Well,
okay. Pero es okay.
Pero es okay.
You have a nice
Pero
hair.
it's okay. I have nice hair. What?
Yes.
I know I have nice hair. Thank you. I
Yes.
try.
What number was that? Double tap? Number 1? Number 2?
Double tap.
Can't remember. That was a rule. That was rule number 1.
Yeah, double tap. Zombie
Yeah,
Land.
one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Double tap.
You had to.
Are you suggesting they should hit him again in the water?
Well, no.
For good
I don't
measure.
know.
I
It's
mean,
like, oh no, he's still alive. You know, just
whoops.
I mean,
but he was.
they all gotta have him dead. So like,
I mean, he was unnaturally twisted.
I
yeah,
mean, to be fair,
and so what's
that's
next?
no way to live, honestly. That would be a really hard recovery.
Yeah.
but it makes you wonder what exactly happened to cause these injuries. Like his neck
Yeah,
is
it
twisted
makes
weird.
me wonder too.
His eye
In
is
my-
like, eye socket is pretty much like damaged, and his
He
cheekbone
was
is
either
like,
fell or
what?
he was hit. Those are the only two
Here's the
options.
thing. Am I the only one who was picturing the dock and lake differently? Because I would imagine if he fell, it's not that if you're jumping off the dock into the lake, it is not a massive drop. So he would have to be somewhere up in the woods who have fallen and hit rocks.
Like,
Or the
something.
the attack happened and he
Maybe.
was just dumped into the water.
Well, because the night back in Act 1, the other party after Macbeth, was that Macbeth?
Mhm.
Yeah.
out in Oregon,
were-
there's cliffs on every side of every beach. So like,
There.
Yeah, like
what?
a dip down.
there's
What'd you
usually like I out in Oregon, there's usually like cliffs and stuff on beaches and lakes and
True,
stuff. So I'm like
but-
expecting that.
They are in Illinois.
Yeah,
don't
they
know
meant
about
it's
Illinois.
mostly just they described it though as just all forest surrounding.
Yeah, but my thing is like I'm thinking back of the other party. I feel like the way that described, they were on that dock, but then they just went down to the beach and like got in the water and played chicken. So I wasn't picturing these like massive drops
No.
where they're going, where they are, and oh dang it, I can't say what I need to say because it's the next act. Fuck my life. Anyway, I'm not picturing. I don't see how he could have done that damage unless he was up in the woods and fell, which could have happened. However, he had to have been hit by something. Like he's a big guy. That's not a punch. That's somebody.
That's a
used
big something. He got
something.
like he got
Somebody
pushed
used
into
a
something, he got
large
out of
branch
something.
or a bottle. Ooh,
Also,
not to bring
don't-
back the Pan's Labyrinth reference, which I think I did. Oh, the very first test run we did, I brought up Pan's Labyrinth.
So
Anyway,
nobody's seen
the beer
that.
bottle. The beer bottle.
Yes.
scene,
Yes, the beer bottle
that
scene.
could have happened if
Maybe.
somebody
Also,
got
we're
injured enough.
still
But
in
would you see the beer bottle somewhere?
No.
Not if they took it. Wait, they stop it, Jess. That's in Act 3.
No, not in Act 3.
Literally, I don't give any spoilers. Somebody else gives spoilers. It's not my fault, guys. It really is not my fault.
No.
If everybody would keep their mouth shut, I was just saying.
then we wouldn't have a
No, I
show.
don't know.
And we kept our mouth shut.
No, I don't know.
I can't read ahead anymore. I can't
No,
read
you
ahead
can't.
anymore.
That's why I take notes.
Listen.
Listen, Linda.
Listen.
So I don't know about any beer bottle, but in Pan's Labyrinth, that is an intense scene. And yeah, the way Richard was, it didn't seem that he fell, that it was like an accident. It was like someone really tried to like get rid of him.
Here's the thing. This is why I keep going back and forth. The amount of detail they give on everything that is wrong with his body. If his arms are also broken, like what the like something had to have gone down, and I just don't see it being one person.
His arms were broken though.
Yeah, it said his arms were twisted.
His neck
is twisted, and then he doesn't have an eye. Like it's just.
I thought when they said that he was like freaking out or something, that his arm was.
The entire eye socket is just clear as day, and part of his cheekbone is gone.
Yeah.
Like this is like a massive disfiguration right here.
Yes. So.
Is that your reaction to bodies? Can never be on CSI. It's just like.
Don't you start doing that. No, you're gonna make.
Honey, sweetie, that's too much. The way he speaks to her is so delightful. I just love it so much. Yes. If I find my soulmate and I have to cut out a bullet in their arm, I need them to speak to me like that. Otherwise, I'll panic.
I just hope you guys are never in a situation where you have to do that.
Oh yeah, I would love to not be in that situation. However, I would like my partner to be able to handle the situation well for me.
Maybe avoid some of the.
Oh no, I'd be gagging the whole time.
Are you usually gagging the whole time? Okay.
Oh my god, Evie.
Anyway.
Who's making it sexual now?
No, this is why I gave him such a hard time.
We were all thinking it. We were all thinking it.
Nobody was thinking it. You were the only perv.
So.
So, oh my gosh. There is something going on there because James is jealous that.
James isn't jealous.
Oh,
I'm still behind.
Hang on, I totally missed it.
No,
I missed the pop-up. I was looking at the book.
The question was if James and Oliver are gonna end up boning. Like, when will they bone?
Are they going to be docking? My vote is Oliver is not circumcised. That's my vote.
You were so obsessed with the docking.
That was not a question or a vote or a poll. That was not.
Okay, but when you bring up boning, that's one of the logistics of boning.
Do we need to explain to her?
That is not one of the logistics of boning to me. I'm sorry.
Not for you, for them. For Oliver and James, it would be.
Do we need a consultant, like an expert consultant, to teach Tameca how it works?
I don't
No, that's the thing. Is that not? Can the voice of God confirm that is not true? That is true. It's a thing.
But it's not something that like.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. If I were a dude and if I were homo, I would rather try that first than the other thing. Okay? It's a safer option, and if you're nervous, it would ease you into it. Why is that not an option? Okay, it may not be super common, but doesn't mean it doesn't happen, and it doesn't mean that theater students wouldn't try it.
Wait, hang on a second. Now I have to chime in here. What do you mean, theater students? What are you insinuating here? I assure you, there was none of that talking. There was none of that going on when I was in theater. I can't say for college, obviously.
Keep your secrets, Evie. You keep your secret.
All right, then. Keep your secrets.
I think James is it's gonna be unrequited on James's part, and Oliver is more over Meredith. honestly. Or I could be totally wrong. Actually, I have no opinion. I'm gonna take that back.
That changed really fast. He's like, here's my opinion. I take it back.
I don't know. I do not know. Maybe
I feel like you should not be using the word definitely right now.
I definitely
No.
You keep using that word. I do not think you know what it means.
I don't know what it means.
It's the Spanish. Keeps vlogging the meaning of the word.
I just think it's still, even though Oliver
missed out on that side of theater. You just weren't invited to those parties, Evie.
I'm just waiting for people I know from theater to come in and have their own opinions and experiences. Be like, oh, actually, there was this one time. No, there was never that one time. Never happened. So I still think it's, even though Oliver describes James at times in such a way that would imply, I don't know. I feel like it's more platonic on Oliver's side and it's one-sided on James.
That's fair.
I mean, I don't know. The way that Oliver described him in the shower.
You're like the way that Oliver watched him shower.
Well, he's definitely questioning things, that's for sure.
Not even questioning. I don't know that he's questioning. I think he's just like aware.
Aware, okay. He's aware. He's aware of the tendency.
He's aware of the wetness
and the chocolate and the wetness. That those slippery slopes. So
Tameca's also aware of what.
But now that I think about it, there's definitely a chance that those two do have a thing, just because they describe them undressing in their room a lot in this book. Like
that's not weird to me though, and that I don't know. I feel like they are roommates. Like,
so that's okay to just be naked around your roommate?
They never said they were like naked. He just like took off his jeans and put them on the back of his chair.
So did you guys were naked around each other a lot at some point?
I don't think so.
Oh,
no.
Okay.
Granted, I had my shower was in my room. We didn't share a room. We shared an apartment. They share a room. If I was in the same room as Jess, I would probably take off my pants and get into bed. Like, I would not think I can't take my pants off in front of Jess.
Yeah, but like fully naked though.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. In the
hang on.
Oh God.
Hang on. So yeah, they would have. Here's the thing. Oliver is very particular about how he describes every time that James is naked.
That's what I was saying.
He was never naked in the room, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but he's not just like, and James was naked. He just like goes into how he feels about James being naked in the room.
And that's why I think there's something there, because the way he talks about him. Something there.
It's a 50-50 at this point.
50-50.
If it happens, I'm not surprised. If it doesn't happen, I'm still not surprised. All I know is
if it happens, is a good surprise.
That's a very convenient spot to be in, EB.
All I know is that Meredith is definitely going to be a source of issues for Oliver. A lot of issues.
Yeah, true that.
But I mean, this does kind of, like, the part that we read does kind of tell you that Oliver wasn't the one that actually committed the murder.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he was boning the whole time.
Yes, so...
Which sucks, because he already did the time for it, and that is heartbreaking. It's truly heartbreaking on so many levels. The fact that he...
Unless it ends
still seems to be a good friend. Sorry, go ahead.
Whoever murdered him, he's covered for them, and they're actually going to be together in the end. Then it's okay.
Oh,
that would be so sweet.
It definitely would have been Meredith then, because it's already established that Meredith doesn't fucking talk to anybody. During that Act 2 prologue.
Yeah, and the hoe only visited him once. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
She didn't even testify in court.
But she does talk to Philippa. Everybody talks to Philippa.
No, that doesn't establish that they talk. It established that Philippa is aware of Meredith's.
Yeah.
Which means that they check in every once in a while.
Not necessarily. It could be Philippa being the one who checks in herself. It doesn't mean that Meredith is communicating.
Facebook stalker. She becomes a Facebook stalker and sees what everyone's up to.
I assure you, there was never a one time in theater. All right, stop it.
That's been there for a while, dude.
Yeah, let's all just deny everything that is under us. I'm not thinking about nakedness.
I'm not.
Yeah, there's no way that Sonja's a Facebook stalker. No way.
I would like to add that it's.
And Jess, you know that's a lie.
It's so.
Wow.
Sonja should be social media stalker.
Homo tendencies. Come on now.
What?
I like to point out that
Evie. Sorry. Sorry again. I didn't mean to lose my temper.
Okay, wait, Jess, go for it.
Yeah, go before he comes back.
No, I said, who do you think helped develop your sapphic tendencies?
You were putting it in my brain the whole time.
Her what tendencies?
I was 100% hetero until I had a gay roommate. They're right. The computers are right.
Oh God, what would have happened if I roomed with Joshua then in Full Sail? What would have happened?
I did house with
had
Josh
a
for a
pretty
while.
baby.
We just got gayer. It's fine.
Stronger and gayer than ever.
Okay,
Hey,
guys.
James killed Richard.
I'm leaning that way.
Oof,
I'm leaning it was a James Ren combo.
like a group thing.
No, I think James did it because Ren got hurt.
That's what makes me think it was a combo.
No,
I am not crossing.
like I said, anybody.
She
that
was
wants
the
to vote
bait.
against me, I will make you a pretty quote thing if you guys win.
A pretty
But
quote
no.
thing.
Yeah, I'm artsy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Forgot.
You forgot she was artsy?
Definitely,
I was like a quote. What?
it's definitely between James and Ren for me, but I am not going to cross out Meredith because she could have easily left the bed in the middle of the night after they boned or after he had come back from the bathroom to discuss something with Richard,
But
and
she
then
didn't shower. Clean yourself up, girl.
Like, if she was the one who done it, then
it's not necessarily she might not have gotten dirty from doing it.
she might have been the master plan.
Did you see his face? Whoever killed him definitely needed to take a shower, like James did after it was done.
Unless he was pushed
Oh.
into something or off of something.
No, you'd still get blood.
Yeah,
on you.
you would have to really hit something very specific on the way down for that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm voting for James because, between puking and possibly maybe killing him, then he definitely had to take showers.
I mean, and if you just killed someone, you definitely would get sick. Just saying.
That's
True
it.
that.
That's true.
That is true.
Wow. Well,
I'm only bringing up Meredith just as a wild card. To be honest, I am just leaning towards James or
Hey,
Ren.
you
But now that
either
But now
you
that
go
I'm,
with your gut.
but now that I'm thinking about it,
Very easily persuaded, Amy.
But also, James seemed a little bit skittish when he was walked in on.
it definitely if it
I would be
it
too
can
if
get
I was trying
bathroom.
to shower.
No,
Like,
I mean,
no, you can get
Jess, would you
jumpy.
knock?
Mika, if you walked in on me when I was showering, I would not be freaked out. I'd be like, bro, what's going on?
I would have. I would have been like, oh my God, stop it. What are you doing? Right.
But like,
Everybody does that.
please stop.
so much positive reinforcement in the roommate relationship between you two is that they walk. It's like, hey, what's up? Oh, hi, thanks. How you doing? It's like it's so nice. It's so wholesome.
Oh hey. Oh hey.
Booze.
Okay, so on that note, next week we are going to be discussing Act 3 to see
Finally.
if what the hell happened with Richard.
And I
Everyone-
can't read anymore for a while.
Correct. Correct.
Damn it.
I definitely
Yes,
can't.
correct.
Obviously, can't be trusted with shit.
I didn't read past
No
it, though, guys.
spoilers.
I stopped. I didn't read past what we were supposed to.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I went to the
good.
prologue.
Oh.
I didn't even do that. See?
Oh, okay. Okay.
It was like
Yes.
2 pages. Calm down.
Okay. So, see you guys next week. Wow.
Want to try that again?
Yeah. Let's try this one more time.
Uno más.
One more. Okay, guys. So, on that note, we're going to be discussing Act 3 next week. And I believe that is all, unless you guys have more predictions. But that's actually a wrap for this week. Stay spicy, fellow disasters.
Bye, guys. Stay spicy.